Hi, welcome to Your Black World News. I'm your host, Roosevelt Mitchell III. Yesterday, the black community was shocked as the two police officers who killed the 12-year-old Tamir Rice will not face any charges. This morning, I read a Washington Post article about the activists wanting to keep hope, and they are now calling on sports hero LeBron James in order to be the central figure to keep the fight going for Tamir Rice. Columnist Tariq have called on LeBron James to help and become the centerpiece of a new movement for Tamir Rice titled #No Justice, No LeBron. Tariq wants LeBron to put his season on hold until the Department of Justice imprisons the murderers of Tamir Rice. And Tamir Rice has become the latest who has been killed by police with no repercussions. We can just go down the list of Tamir Rice, no indictment. Eric Gardner, no indictment by police. Michael Brown, no indictment by police. Sandra Bland, no indictment by police. Freddie Gray, hung jury. But as I searched up and down the Twitter feed, I saw many people who was for asking LeBron James to be the centerpiece, and it was many saying that is too much weight for one person to carry on in the fight. And the people who are behind it brought up Muhammad Ali, saying Muhammad Ali stood up, he put his career on hold, he lost millions. So LeBron James can do the same thing. But many on the other side state that's too much for LeBron James to handle. How you going to protest with someone else's wallet, right? Because LeBron James stands to lose millions just like Muhammad Ali did. So depends on how you view protesting or how you view athletes and how you view social change. But I was able to catch up with the writer, Tariq, and ask him questions. Oh, how's it going today, Tariq?
I'm doing pretty well. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Hey, brother, I read this article in the Washington Post this morning about you calling on LeBron James to aid in the Tamir Rice situation. What made you do that?
Well, I had recently made a call, I want to say about 5 days ago, on the 23rd, for NFL players to take some type of action. And I really didn't get any kickback from it. It was regarding the Sandra Bland non-indictment of the police officers involved in her murder. So, when this happened with Tamir Rice, of course, it's a tragedy, and it's something that struck to the hearts of a lot of Black Americans, and also, white Americans here who are sympathizers with what was going on. And I just, decided to just make a hashtag and see what type of response, we could get. I really didn't, know nor expect so much press from it. But I believe it's good because people are having a conversation whether they are opposed or for that type of action.
So why LeBron James and why not Steph Curry or anybody like that?
So one, LeBron James fits like that archetype of like the hyper masculine guy that he fits that mold. He's also considered the top tier athlete in basketball. Steph Curry, although he is dominating right now, what he's doing right now is uncanny.
Right.
But LeBron is LeBron. He is who he is, and he makes immense impact every time he steps on the floor. So I thought it would be good to kind of reach out to him and see what type of kickback would come from it.
Yeah, because we do know that LeBron wore the I Can't Breathe T-shirt in warm-ups for Eric Gardner, and he also, him and the Miami Heat team also wore the hoodies for Trayvon Martin, right? So what kind of response have you gotten back, if any, from LeBron James and his camp?
Oh, they haven't contacted me. I told you, man, I'm like a C-class person, man. He hit me up. I got, for the folks who love LeBron James nearly and dearly, I believe they, hit me up with some pretty harsh comments saying, he already wore the shirt, he already put on the hoodies, he's put 1,100 kids through college, through that endowment that he did in Cleveland. Basically saying, look, LeBron has done enough. It's not solely on him to institute this sit out or boycott. And I believe, it's pretty much taking my point out of context. This is somebody to rally around like any, other type of prominent leader. you rally around these folks, and you get other people to individually take action within their day to day.
Exactly, because in a Washington Post article, it cited the Mizzou football players and how they stood up, and then all of a sudden a change came. So, I mean, I get what they were saying in the article about if like the millionaires like LeBron and all these other people, no justice, no LeBron, then hey, something is bound to happen. But so I really respect that, and I really like the image you created too, the Tamir Rice, no justice, no LeBron image. Hey man, that was pretty slick as well. You know, I really appreciate that. So, what's the next step? You know, since you hadn't heard any or got any response from LeBron and his camp, what's the next step?
So a little bit later on, we'll be releasing, some type of recommended actions. Again, I'm just a guy, but I have some folks that work with me that believe that we could, at least, provide some type of, maybe like a list of 5 steps to take. If you don't want to protest or you don't want to boycott as an NBA player, what are some ways that you can support you aren't already supporting? And I think, pretty much just continue to raise awareness. And also, it's really just a testament to young phenoms that are out there right now to know that you won't just go to the league and, be a star. You're going to be held accountable by the people who look just like you, who may be going through adverse situations. And we expect the utmost, like as they say, with much talent, requires, responsibility or something like that.
Right. To whom much is given, much is required.
Pretty much that's it. Yeah.
Right. Exactly. But for not to play devil's advocate, but let me ask you this: how realistic are we to expect today's athletes to be a Muhammad Ali?
I think if they start empathizing with the millions of people who have taken to the streets, with the families who've lost sons and daughters, I think an ideology can change in a day. It can change in a minute. You just have to put yourself in those folks' shoes. And when they decide to do that, then they'll embody everything Muhammad Ali stood for and the actions that he took.
Okay. Well, I thank you so much for your time because I know you need to get back to work. But I'd like to give you the last word and for you to let everyone know how to get in contact with you and things like that.
Okay. All right. Let's go first. Tariq Toure, you can reach me on all platforms at Tariq Toure, TARIQ TOURE. I would just say, that everybody has a responsibility, from the CEO to the guy who is perceived as less that, sweeps the sidewalks. Everybody has a responsibility, and that does not leave out our stars, even though they're already doing amazing things in the community. The people are always going to ask more, and it's upon your discernment to decide whether you're going to give more if you're on that platform.
Right. Okay. Thanks again, man. I hope you all enjoyed this segment of Your Black World News. Until next time, be blessed and be encouraged.